in the wee small hours of the morning, while the whole wide world is fast asleep.
Di balik sebuah peran tentunya ada proses. Dalam eksekusi sebuah karakter, terkadang visualisasi datang dari suatu melodi. You know, one of the processes to get into a character is by listening to our favorite tune or song. A tune for the role. So in Tune My Role, we show a different perspective on how actresses' process is inspired through their personal selections of music based on the character they are portraying. How does music influence actors and actresses getting into character they play in movies? Jadi seberapa penting musik dalam pendalaman karakter yang mereka jalani? Thank you for being here, Joe Taslim, an actor who loves music.
Yes.
You just love music, and langsung gue pengen tahu aja apa yang tersirat dalam pikiran lo ketika mendengar kata musik.
Music for me is life itself.
Life itself.
I think semua yang berhubungan sama kehidupan tuh tanpa tune, tanpa musik, it would be so empty. That's for me. Jadi connection to what you just said, acting especially, you know, my profession as an actor, dan musik itu, even the question is like I don't even know how to answer. Apakah yang lebih priority itu acting atau musik? Karena dua itu berjalan bareng sih. Dan dari kecil sebenarnya, aku pengen jadi musisi karena aku suka banget musik. Pengen banget belajar musik, pengen banget sekolah musik. Tapi mungkin pada saat itu orang tua nggak begitu support. Satu, kedua beli instrumen pada saat itu mungkin financially my family nggak begitu membuat itu suatu prioritas. Di sekolah aja udah bagus loh, jangan aneh deh gitu kan ibaratnya. Jadi the dream itu sampai sekarang masih selalu ada dan never fades. Tapi now I'm actually pretty good channeling the music element to whatever I do.
So before you go into acting, it always started with that beat of music. That music was always into that.
Always.
And then you became an athlete. Obviously, we don't need to get
the journey
to
is
that.
quite.
But what was the first instrument or where that moment where you're like, oh my god, ini ada bunyi instrumen ini that, or like a specific song that you recall waktu kecil?
I grew up from quite big family. Dari bokap itu 9 bersaudara, dari ibu 9 bersaudara, dan semuanya suka nyanyi.
I see.
Nyanyi itu sesuatu yang membuat kita bersama gitu loh. Apakah itu karaoke, apakah itu nyanyi di rumah. Jadi grew up listening to a lot of Elvis Presley, a lot of Bee Gees, a lot of old school songs lah, which bokap sering buka. Kalau Indonesia tuh kayak Koes Plus.
Okay.
Jadi dari kecil pun nyanyi pun udah jadi keseharian ya. Dan walaupun bokap suka nyanyi, nyokap suka nyanyi, jadi hidup di antara banyak penyanyi rumah tangga.
Oh begitu ya. Yang melanjut ke rumah tangga juga.
Jadi tiap hari dengerin semua orang. I don't know, Indonesia sama Filipina sebenarnya mirip-mirip ya. I think musik dan nyanyi itu
berkesinambungan.
Sangat merakyat ya. Dan walaupun sekarang dunia selalu berpikir Filipina semua orang bisa nyanyi gitu. But I believe Indonesia pun sama gitu.
Right.
Nyanyi itu bagian dari budaya kita ya. Dan musik juga. Walaupun genre ya beda-beda.
So I mean, kalau misal dalam proses pendalaman karakter lu nyanyi dulu gitu. Like, do you sing? Do you sing gitu kan? Do you listen to music gitu? And like we said gitu kan, maksudnya acting sama singing ternyata berkesinambungan gitu kan, berjalan bersama gitu. I mean, how do you think it's important according to your experience
Yeah.
and your perspective on how you get into a character that you're portraying?
Ada beberapa karakter yang emang kalau karakter itu cukup dalam, musik itu sangat menentukan arah karakter ini pada saat kita menentukan this is the choice that I wanna do, right? Jadi biasanya aktor itu beberapa, and then I'm one of them yang nyari lagu yang pas untuk setelah baca skripnya, I know what happened to this character, how this character is gonna go, and cari lagu dan tune yang kira-kira bisa support the choice that I'm gonna make, right? Jadi itu mungkin musicality di situ yang mungkin ada connection ke acting, dan kita dengerin playlist, kita bikin playlist, kita dengerin lagu itu untuk memotivate somehow trigger dari emotion inside untuk mainnya kita ke arah sini loh gitu. Dan itu emang harus didiskusin sama sutradara juga. Biasanya sutradara yang punya musicality yang bagus, dia juga bisa menyarankan dengerin lagu ini deh gitu. Atau kalau enggak ya aktornya harus nyari sendiri.
But according to
dan propose ke the director, this character songs. And then kalau soalnya menentukan sekali pada saat playlist itu dibikin, arahnya itu jelas nih karakter tuh mau kemana gitu. Seperti waktu The Night Comes For Us itu untuk bagian actionnya aku denger banyak lagu-lagu heavy metals gitu. Karena this guy like to massacre people.
Right.
But for the drama scenes aku banyak denger lagu. Tau nggak lagu? There's one song yang bagi aku sangat-sangat somehow it's weird, tapi bagi aku connect banget untuk karakter itu di The Night Comes For Us. Itu Ennio Morricone instrumental yang jadi soundtrack di Seven Pounds, tapi juga pernah jadi soundtrack di film yang lama yang teng 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 itu lah, tunes-nya itu doang yang 16 bar itu doang bagi aku itulah dramanya si karakter ini gitu. Jadi sebelum syuting ya denger, dan di rumah pun mainin. Karena karakter ini kan broken, right?
Yeah.
So that part of musik itu somehow pianonya itu broken gitu. Piano itu kayak ada dua titik, minor dan major itu tabrakan gitu. Jadi teng teng yang the black tooth sama the white tooth itu ditabrak gitu. Treng gitu.
Nia, how does that sound, minor and
yang bagian teng teng treng,
That is right.
Is something is clashing antara the white and the black itu clashing, and then it becomes something beautiful. Jadi itu beda-beda lah. I mean, every actor dia selalu punya pemahaman mau seberapa dalam dia mau terinspirasi, right? And how deep they wanna play.
So
jadi
that's
that part for me, that's my character when he's trying to save this little girl that he doesn't know, but at the same time dia juga sebenarnya sick and tired of this killing that he's been doing for decades.
We're gonna have to see that again. The Night Comes For Us, and then we can see.
Sebenarnya nggak ada drama-drama itu film.
Iya kan. Tapi tetap
that
ada
element,
heavy, iya kan?
Iya.
Ada heavy metal juga, and then there's that's a very
Slayer, aku nonton Slayer banyak banget. Dengerin Slayer banyak banget.
Gila.
Untuk bagian dia bunuh-bunuh orangnya, that, and then the soft part, I listen to that part of music yang bagi aku it's beautiful and somehow membantu. Kita punya reason untuk main gitu loh. Sometimes kan kita mau main satu karakter, kita harus punya reason kan. Nah, reason itu sangat bisa dibantu oleh banyak hal. But for me, music sangat-sangat powerful untuk somehow one of the foundations why we wanna play this character and where we wanna bring this character to, to the end.
Right. I mean, that's heavy metal, and then there's the.
Itu tabrakan banget.
Itu tabrakan. I mean, do you listen in general nah? How does that differ from your real day-to-day gitu kan, as yourself, Joe Taslim, and then the character? I mean, do you mind listening to that all the time, and do you continue to listen to that heavy metal for? Do you continue to listen, and then you discover that like, oh my god, ternyata gue suka juga nih sama heavy metal gitu because
Yeah.
of this character. Like I didn't know
I
that
see.
side of me, so I would.
Tapi kalau musik aku
Like to
mungkin cukup genrenya cukup jelas gitu ya.
Okay.
Tapi for certain role yang emang membutuhkan trigger atau inspiration from genre yang aku nggak pernah denger, I don't mind.
Okay.
Karena if it helps, gives me the energy ya untuk melakukan.
Yeah.
And then it's quite interesting juga gitu untuk
It is.
mendengar sesuatu yang kita nggak pernah denger, and then I think actually it works gitu.
So I mean,
Tapi kalau seharian sih in between jazz ballad, not in between, actually jazz ballad sama hip hop. Nggak ada in between.
like, jadi you know what is your actual genre? So it's jazz, ballad, and hip hop.
And hip hop.
Oh, we're gonna have to do a remix on that one, Neil, right? Okay. No, but like, do you think that? I mean, it does help you, but not. I don't think everyone listen to music. Sometimes I mean, I come across
Yeah.
some people. They said that, oh, it's just a script, and then they just go into the past of the character.
Yeah, yeah.
But so, for complex and intense scene, I mean, do you have to listen to music, or sometimes there are moments where you just stay silent and then you just focus you become a method actor, or you continue to, like you said tadi.
Kalau on set sih aku nggak.
Bukan.
Kalau on set sih biasanya pada saat let's say kita mau syuting an hour before the shoot, usually silence. That's all I need.
Okay.
Tapi biasanya the preps.
I see.
The preps before the day
Okay.
atau before the shoot itu PR-nya di situ.
Oke. Jadi ketika masuk scene, you just silence gak
datang
dengerin.
kita udah nggak bawa speaker lagi, nggak bawa handphone lagi, udah I'm ready gitu loh. Tapi biasanya semua terjadinya di preps. Tapi of course there are a lot of my friends yang bawa.
Yeah.
Because mereka pengen kusyuk ya, atau nggak mau denger orang-orang, mereka cuma mau denger musiknya. That works ya, also that works. Cuman mungkin somehow kalau sebelum take itu 1 jam sebelum take itu I need the solitude ya.
Yeah.
Usually just sendiri aja gitu.
Yeah. And then, do you think by that time of that solitude, you find yourself through that character, a relation gitu, like persamaan gitu, atau ketika dalam proses prepnya itu, do you reveal something about the character that you never knew from the script dari musik tersebut, dari lagu tersebut, atau how does that relate gitu dari peran yang diperankan gitu kan? Apakah ada lagu yang akhirnya because of that song akhirnya gue tahu nih karakter ini seperti ini?
Biasanya setelah baca skrip kita udah tahu 50-60% lah.
Oke.
How I'm gonna play it, right? Kita tahu, oke, ini karakter cerita gini, and you like the script, and then you said, no, say yes to the director. I wanna do it. Usually, 60% I wanna play it this way, right?
Okay.
And then you have a meeting with the director. You have to, karena untuk nyamain visi, right? And then once semuanya udah clear, 40% di cookingnya itu music is very
Crucial.
crucial. Karena memperkaya.
Okay.
Jadi inspirationnya tuh jadi musik itu masuk untuk memperkaya nuance dari karakter ini.
Okay.
Layer-layer yang sebelumnya kita pas baca kan is very like you just have the first impression, the first imagination that you think this character is gonna play this, and when you put music pada saat cooking the character in a prep process. Jadi kaya dia, jadi kayak oh ternyata dia ada soft partnya di sini, and he lost his someone he loved before, and then that tune somehow memperkaya layer itu, and then somehow when you cooking it pada saat final process when you cook it, I wanna play it this way, udah fix this way, itu jadi lebih nuance ya, lebih kaya, more rich gitu.
Is there ada momen yang gila ini unexpected banget nih karakternya gitu. I think how, and there's a moment of one song, any characters in your movies yang akhirnya gila unexpected banget gue dengerin lagu seperti ini untuk karakter ini gitu. Or I never knew that I can understand this character karena lagu ini gitu. Like for instance, tadi kan The Night
Yeah.
Comes From Us is like with the Slayer. Like, or is
Yeah.
there anything that's out of all the characters that you play that's so complicated or very profound lah ya, and you just gotta find the right tune for it, and that's the only one song that akhirnya, oh my god, bingo.
Yeah.
Do you know, like,
The song that always worked. This is probably funny. It is probably quite mainstream and funny. Karena the song that for me, that song that can work to any role, despite ada connection terhadap liriknya atau enggak, is actually Whitney Houston. I Have Nothing. I don't know why.
stop.
Yeah.
I have no. Do you want to sing a bit? I have.
You can sing it. That's Whitney Houston. I don't have the range.
You can go like deep or you're a tenor.
Eh.
No, I have nothing. Whitney Houston.
I Have Nothing is the song sama. Well, there are other songs, but that song is so powerful. Pada saat karakter itu happy atau sad, that song somehow bisa enrich left and right side. So it's pretty funny.
It
But
is,
for me,
I
like
mean,
itu kan, it could be a heroic moment, right? But it could be someone is losing everything. But it could be someone running to rainbow. But that opening intro yang bagi aku, it's so powerful. You can use it to any role. I don't know, this is me.
That's
But
very- that's
other people very different song, right?
That's unexpected.
But depannya itu powerful.
Yeah.
I think
have nothing.
probably that's the song that will work to somehow what I did before, and then I believe that song could really help me enrich whatever I'm playing in the future. It probably is very melancholic, tapi
I
well,
think
it
you
worked.
are melancholic.
It has been working.
I mean, you played a villain most of the time. You fight a lot, gitu kan. But I think I have to say, I'm this close of asking astrology, but that's a different program. So I'm just gonna, No, but I think.
A Cancer man.
Oh, okay.
Cancer mark.
Sensitive. Okay, we're gonna put that aside.
Sensi lah, hati-hati ya.
Cancer ya. Juni apa Juli? Juni apa?
Awal Cancer.
Juni. Awal Cancer.
Ya,
Ada
June.
Gemininya sedikit ya.
June 23rd ya.
Oh my
Awal endingnya Gemini and awal Cancer.
Oh my god. There's the
Paling bahaya katanya manusia itu. Katanya.
Oh, suka nyapit. Oh, itu kayak water elemennya water ya.
Udah kembar dia nyapit lagi gitu.
Oh, itu Gemini sama
Exoskeleton,
Cancer.
jadi dia keras gitu.
Oh my
Tapi
God.
dalamnya enak. Tuh kan.
And then
Siapa
you're
nggak
so
suka
soft.
kepiting?
Iya, you're so soft. Berarti makanya gue do you listen to I Have Nothing when you become like the villain in more
I still listen to I Have Nothing
What?
until now.
Okay, now we know.
Jesse James version is actually really good.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
noted. Jesse James version of
Just forever song for me. Take a Bow, Madonna.
I
Take a
love that
Bow.
song. Take a
That's a forever
bow.
song, ya.
that's it.
Dan semuanya pasti ada ballad dan melankolik sih lagu-lagunya. If I have the drive to dance, and I play hip hop.
Yeah, that's what that's a ballad.
Tapi kalau sendiri mostly
Ballad. Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, you play the piano too, and then
Yeah.
we're gonna get back to that. But the DJ part. Now that's why I was like, you're a ballad person, and then all of a sudden, I think that's the DJing part is the hip hop.
the contrast. Yeah.
Contrasted.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you want to share a bit? Like, I mean, did you just decided to switch? I mean, is that part of the hobby, or is it a way to like get rid of? Sometimes actors can.
Yeah,
You need to
yeah.
recharge and transcend that
Yeah.
away.
I believe music is music, right?
Right.
Satu hal, despite some people focusing on certain genre, tapi music is music. Jadi aku kan belajar instrumen semuanya dari otodidak kan.
Okay.
Jadi dari zaman SMP SMA tuh belajar gitar dari teman,
Gitar.
dari YouTube,
Is that
belajar
the first instrument? Guitar was the first
Guitar.
instrument? Okay.
belajar keyboard juga dari YouTube. I think I remember I started pengen banget belajar main keys dari dulu, cuman kan nggak ada kesampaian. Jadi I remember I was shooting Star Trek.
Iya.
Iya, Star Trek itu 2015. Dan aku kan kalau kita syuting 4 bulan di negara lain itu kan sendiri, right? Jadi it's quite lonely. And then music has been an amazing best friend for me throughout my career. Jadi
Music is the only
dan aku
loyalty.
juga jarang keluar ya. I'm quite introverted. Jadi keluar paling sama 1-2 teman dan
Yeah.
itu juga jarang-jarang. Jadi mostly ya kerja, pulang, and I have to do something. And I really love music. So I went to the music store, beli aja keyboard tanpa tahu cara mainnya gitu. Jadi beli ke toko musik, beli, bawa pulang ke hotel, taruh. Terus liatin kan, now what? Tanpa tahu cara mainnya. Tapi karena ada banyak waktu selama 4 bulan di Vancouver gitu, ya udah open like bukalah YouTube basic song for beginner gitu kan.
Do you remember what was that?
Yang 3 chords lah yang paling gampang ya, CFG, all songs that
CFG.
CFG.
Okay, so
Ya, itu kan yang paling gampang, and then it's all muscle memory, right? And then
Right.
semua tangan aku kan gede banget, right? Dan pendek lagi, tangan pejudo, right? Jadi kalau orang lihat aku main keys, pasti lihat kok aneh karena nggak pernah punya guru. Everything is like belajar, praktis sendiri. Enaknya aku mainnya kayak gimana ya itulah, that's my style gitu. Tapi nggak pernah punya foundation how to play it right. Jadi dari situ ya udah bisa 3-4 jam sehari, bener-bener kayak pengen bisanya tuh segitunya gitu. And then udah 3 chord, mungkin progressionnya udah mulai kompleks ke C, E minor, F minor, F class minor. Udah mulai belajar formasi-formasi chord progression yang aneh-aneh gitu. Dan nyari lagu yang lebih susah. Jadi gitu aja terus. At one point I cannot say I can play,
you
but
can.
it's only good for me.
You can play and you can sing and play. You know that's also that's
Itu
something.
susah ya.
Not
Sing and
everyone
play.
can sing and play. I
Oh,
mean, like
really?
it takes time. I mean, you play and you sing. Sometimes they
see.
sing and they don't play, or vice versa.
No, because I'm not a musician. Why it's hard?
I mean, it's not. I mean, not everyone. Right now, I mean, as a musician, like not everyone can sing and play. But, I mean, for me, I have to. It's still harus berulang-ulang 10 kali. Some people they
see.
can just do it autodidak nyanyi sambil main piano, and then, you know, and because it's I think it's quite multitasking.
I see,
Right?
I see.
I mean, first you have the tuts, and then key-nya di mana. I mean, for
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
I don't know sometimes key gue di mana. Gue harus ngasih reference gitu.
I
and
see.
then so I think that's what makes you interesting. It was just like when you sing and you play, and then sometimes you can do it in one take. You know, with me, I can just like.
I see.
So it is it's a gifted one. That's a talent.
Oh, I see.
So, like you said,
I'm so happy.
now we go back to the past. Yeah, your little inner child must be happy,
Yeah, so
Joe.
happy.
Because you've always wanted to be a musician.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
always in you.
Yeah.
So I think now that 4 months, that time when you did the film for
Yeah.
4 months, and that's your self-discovery, and then it's back again. The root has always been music.
Yes,
Which,
yes.
you know, I mean, like you do the fight, you do martial arts, you're an athlete, judo,
Mm-hmm.
and then you act, and then now it's the music, and then let alone that the musicality, the playlist, and then when you give me jazz, I'm like, in the wee small hours of the I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, we go back jazz like some 1950s. Now we understand because again,
Also,
you're an old soul deep down. And then, I mean, even though like you listen to, like you said, music is music.
Yeah.
And that's why I think also because you have that mellow heart and because you become a DJ because it also gives you a good feeling to make people feel good.
Yeah.
And then is that like, does it take you 4 months from piano?
yeah.
And then was it like during
Start 2015 and then continuously sampai sekarang, and it just upgrade mesinnya aja.
mesin?
Mesinnya dari yang benar-benar basic, sekarang belinya udah agak bagusan, and then once you play better, you wanna get better toy, right? Jadi mainannya tambah lama tambah gede gitu. And then DJ the same thing. DJ I prefer to call it mixing music rather than DJ. Because,
Okay, so if I say
like to
celebrity
mi-
DJ nggak ya?
Yeah, I like to mix music.
Okay,
And
we
back
do that.
again, the root is music, right?
Right.
Jadi the interesting thing with hip hop, when you have the controller, you can create something new, right?
Right.
You can have the beat from this song and then the lyrics from other song, and you put a little instrumental from different song. It becomes something new. That's for me. That's a very satisfying process, gitu. And then you have to do it live, right? Because You cannot record
Right.
your thing and play it
Right.
in front of people and you do nothing, right?
Right.
You have to do it. You're cooking it live in front of everybody. And then the satisfaction when everything somehow becomes a new sound is pretty amazing. It's new though, recently. I bought exactly the same thing. I was in South Africa shooting Warrior. And then I went to the music store again.
And then you just decided,
I was
"Yeah,
looking
I'm
for, I bought the keyboard
just
already.
bored. I got keyboard. Let me just learn something new. I'm just a DJ.
I bought the keyboard already. And then I was just browsing the music store, and then they go like, oh, level 2 ada apa mixer or whatever. And okay, just check it out. And I saw this small controller, and it's so cheap. And I was like, you know, I know nothing about
Right.
mixing music, so I just bought it and bring it home, and then
you
look
learn.
at it, and then now what? Okay, just exactly the same thing. Open the YouTube. Basic for baby, you know. It's just like you watch
my
it and you watch it, you play for hours every day, like 3-4 hours, and I can glue to that process of learning something. That, of course, connection to music that I love.
Right.
So for me, that process is amazing. Suddenly, udah sore gitu.
That's how
latihan
much
gitu.
you love it. It's just
I train in the morning, go back home, 4 hours just, you know, mainin mainan baru. And then latihan, ada proses syuting yang
Right.
lain, pulang, one day is gone. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Oh
It's so
my-
productive, right? You're working, you're learning
it is.
something, you entertain yourself, you create something at the same time in one day. Tuh. Seru jadi.
because so you always try to keep your mind stimulating.
Yes.
Right. Get productive. Jadi,
Yeah.
I mean, is there a moment where how it differs like every day gitu kan? Maksudnya like with your routine gitu. Okay, I'm just gonna be like this week I'm just gonna learn hip hop. Like that moment gitu kan DJ kan.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Let's say I don't know. I'm just gonna
House,
be house
like
gitu
techno.
kan, or like or like you know
Preference,
R&B
yeah.
gitu. Preference juga
Reference. I tried though.
kan. Right.
I tried to listen.
What's the hook? What's the hook with the? I mean, the R&B. I mean, do you remember a call like, you know what? I think this is
R&B,
my
hip
style.
hop. Pokoknya it's all about the BPM.
Ah,
For me, if the music is too fast, you're losing so many things.
Okay.
Right. And then house, techno, the BPM is so fast, 125 to 130 something. So for me, hip hop, R&B, the BPM, you can play around 85, 90 to 110, 15, and the music's still there.
Right.
They're not rushing, you know. It doesn't feel like rushing. It doesn't feel like because I'm not a dancer, but I love watching people dance.
But
for
you
me.
fight.
And
That's a
I-
choreography too.
Yeah, and
it
I
is.
like
It is.
to dance.
Oh, that's a relation.
So
it
the
is.
BPM from 90, 85, 80, let's say 80, like very slow. 80 to maybe 115, you can still dance. You can still have choreography of good dance.
That's related.
But 120 over 30, all you can do is just jumping. Like
Right.
so that's why I never really grew
Relate.
to techno house karena yeah, there's no room to dance.
Okay.
And R&B, hip hop, which
You get there's
people can really
there's the
dance.
rhythm. Yeah.
People can really dance in that music. It is probably connection to dancing.
Hmm.
That's why I think hip hop R&B masih lebih powerful untuk di mix. Of course, I mean techno house. Of course, you can still dance like.
Right.
Gitu.
Pernah nggak ada kayak fighting scene or like when you practice like you know fighting choreography
Yeah.
and then you have to have a specific like song like maybe that hip hop and R&B gitu before you go into the scene. Then you're just like, all right, this is my choreo. Now I'm gonna listen to like Nas right now or like
Yeah.
you know.
Latihan.
Okay.
Ya, pas latihan ya.
Iya kan?
Listen ya. Aku my treadmill di rumah ada speaker segede gaban tuh di depan
Oh
muka
my God,
gitu.
gila.
It helps me
Really?
somehow get into that world of
Okay.
me doing something so hard that I don't want to stop. And hip hop somehow a great friend for that purpose. Tapi kalau sudah mulai ke koreografi, usually music is not a really good idea because you need to really focus
I
with
see.
movements and then changes throughout.
Ya.
bisa keenakan denger musik untuk orang ditonjok beneran ntar.
Oh gitu ya, oke. So that's
Jadi
okay, that's interesting.
biasanya agak quiet, tapi pada saat pemanasan latihan fisiknya, oh yes.
Okay, so it's always the prep ya
Yeah.
for you. I
Tapi
mean,
kalau udah mulai berantem, it has to be like, because we
yeah.
it's choreographed, but every second kan kita
Yeah.
the changes, orang move ke sini, pukulan datang ke sini, the kick from behind, you need
The
100%
sense of awareness, focus for that.
Jadi kalau ada musik playing in the background, somehow half second kita enak nih, tapi aku tonjok beneran.
Karena you use a lot with your hands, with the piano, the guitar, DJ, ya gitu aja.
Buk, gitu.
Langsung tiba-tiba jadi kita. So then you would go into next, you go for dancing dong udah.
Oh, dancing sih ya,
Choreograph.
cukup shoulder dancing aja lah,
Okay.
cukup.
Nah, you got the beat, Joe, you got the beat. Mungkin tertarik bikin musikal ya.
Tapi Indonesia banyak penyanyi hebat,
Right.
banyak penulis lagu yang hebat, tapi emang someday ya, genre-nya mungkin kadang-kadang kan rolling ya. Sekarang horor sekarang transisi udah mulai ke drama, ada animasi. Mungkin next wave-nya, who knows, right? Ada musikal yang bagus, meledak, and everybody's gonna do it.
I think you're capable of doing that because of the
And then you
taste
got
of music.
probably the most wanted actor,
Oh, thank you.
musician for musical.
Very sweet actor, musician, as well as an athlete. How multitasking is that?
Yes,
Right?
That's the hard one.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, we would all want to hear you sing a little bit, you know, with the, I mean, when you give me a list of that song of the jazz, ya, balik
Yeah.
lagi gitu kan. I mean, what, like, in the wee small hours of the morning, and then I've never heard of the singer juga. I mean, it's a very, I would like to know what goes into your head when you just, with the playlist of jazz gitu kan. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the 1950s, and dan emang itu akhirnya juga, this is very Joe. Like, I just listen to the music, oh yeah, that's him. Like, I don't, like, I know you like the mellow stuff, but I was like,
Mellow banget.
mellow kan maksudnya, and
Mellow.
then, so I mean, how can you tell us, you know, a little bit about, does that song remind you a specific moment in your life that you just,
Ya, aku tuh dulu inget banget. Everything so far, my introduction to music, especially the first jazz CD that someone gave it to me, a good friend of mine, like, you like jazz, like old song, because you know, he knows that I like old songs, right? Lagu-lagu lama
Yeah.
gitu. And then I like Sinatra, and then, try this version. I think it's pretty cool. He gave it to me like when I was teenagers. Like I had the CD before.
Okay.
I listened to that album tuh dari CD.
Yeah.
Jadi I had the CD audio files ya, kayak the best master banget. Terus dengerin semua lagunya. Karena harus kan, kalau zaman dulu CD kan, that's the beautiful part of
I
it,
mean,
because you
yeah,
have to
you can't
listen.
really skip, you have to listen to
Yeah,
it.
I gotta say probably from that album, malah balik, I wanna know more about Sinatra gitu. Gak ada beberapa lagu Sinatra di situ dinyanyiin. That I listen to Sinatra, but only the famous ones,
Yeah.
right? Lagu-lagu yang bagus-bagus, yang terkenal. Tapi dari situ malah track back to, I wanna listen to all Sinatra, like I
Yeah.
wanna know. Jadi it's quite funny. Jadi accidental iya, but I think it's meant to be juga sih.
Accident.
Sometimes your connection to beautiful things in this world, sometimes it could be very unexpected, but it's meant to be.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
karena apa ya? Sometimes ketika kita mendengar musik gitu ya, I
Yeah.
mean, like, it just brings you back to like certain moments gitu kan. And then akhirnya, oh ya, gue ingat lagu ini, gue ingat banget tuh ada temen yang ngasih lagu ini,
Yeah,
gitu kan.
yeah.
Or like, oh, I remember like waktu lagi satu scene gitu, atau enggak satu momen yang aku lagi jalan ngingetin sama the moment I fall in love with somebody or something.
Yeah,
gitu,
usually
kayak.
ya.
Usually kan.
Wah,
You just like,
kalau lagu sebenarnya emang ada hubungan sama love stories pasti.
oh, love story, like with this love story that we need to know right now. I mean, if you would like to share. But I think that's another like topic kayaknya.
Yeah, yeah.
But maybe you want to sing a little bit ya, Joe. And then we small. Is that Yuki? In the
Oke, di sini ya, ada kayak oke. Nyanyi di sini.
Mau berdiri?
Oh enggak dong. Sini
Tapi
aja.
biar ambil dulu.
Yang penting ada liriknya karena
Ada
I'm
dulu.
not a real singer, jadi
Yes, you
nggak
are a
pernah
singer. Yes, you are a singer.
memorize. Writing sih. wee small hours of the morning, while the whole wide world is fast asleep, you lie awake and think about the girl, and never ever think of counting sheep. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, you'd be hers if only she would come in the wee small hours of the morning. That's the time you miss her most of all.
Oh, I think we need some more. Barang ini.
Bagus kan liriknya, bagus.
Liriknya bagus banget.
Iya,
Bagus.
dasar old soul gitu ya. Jadi tentang seorang yang merindukan seseorang.
Oh gitu. Rindunya cuma pagi doang ya, in the wee small hours in the morning.
Iya.
That's
Pagi itu ada momen spesial mereka berdua sebelum berpisah. Pasti pisahnya di pagi hari. Di kereta gitu, nganter kereta pagi gitu.
ya kan.
Jakarta
Nggak
Bogor.
ketinggalan gitu ya. Ketinggalan nggak kadang gitu kan sampai ketinggalan. Iya, oke. That's a lagu dari tahun 50-an juga. And iya sih, liriknya kadang simple banget juga. And
Simple. I
It's
think
simple,
simplicity is genius always, right?
the melody, yes. And then the wording.
Lagu-lagu yang simple itu relate gitu. Tanpa harus poetik ya. Sometimes lagu terlalu poetik juga bisa berat gitu.
Lagu yang menggambarkan this is satu lagu. Ini Joe.
Satu lagu ya.
Ini kehidupan gue oke.
Satu lagu,
If you
mungkin
were
ini
a song.
lagu yang aku spend so much time to learn waktu mau lagi belajar main key. Rainbow in the Sky, Stevie Wonder.
Rainbow in the Sky.
Ya itu kan pianonya intronya lumayan sulit. Tapi can you imagine aku tuh nggak bisa main, and I really wanted to learn the intro, right? Jadi sampai kejang lo jari lo,
Rainbow
because
in the
sampai jam
Sky.
1, jam 2 tuh yang treng. Jadi intronya itu kan untuk orang yang nggak bisa main, untuk belajar main intro itu almost impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
Kecuali emang determined banget. Dan aku pada saat itu, tapi like thanks to that song, setelah aku bisa mainin lagu itu, lagu apapun jadi lebih gampang gitu.
Oke.
Untuk di
It simplify the life
Rainbow in the Sky
Rainbow in the
probably
Sky.
is the song that somehow punya enrich me in so many ways.
Okay. Speaking of enriching, we go back again to enriching the character. Gitu. Besides music, we go a little bit misalnya dalam script gitu. Setuju nggak? Do you agree that maybe sometimes like the best story it doesn't come with the script? I mean, as an actor, you also juga bisa menggali lebih dan diskusikan bersama
Yeah.
tim dan juga sutradara gitu. At the end, I mean, ada nggak gitu? Ada, you know what? It's actually better.
Yes, I believe so. Karena dalam skrip itu biasanya it depends loh. Balik lagi ada director yang nggak mau improvisasi. Ada director yang ini gue nulis sudah habis 5 tahun gue nulis ini gue nggak mau dirubah gitu. But the beautiful scenario is when you work with a director yang selalu tanya what do you think about your journey and what do you think this journey somehow mungkin dia backgroundnya apa, mungkin waktu writer nulis nggak berpikir seperti itu gitu. Diskusi bersama aktor itu penting untuk seorang aktor untuk give layernya sendiri sama visinya sendiri di situ.
Ya.
Jadi in a lot of my projects, to be honest, I'm so fortunate. I work with so many directors yang ngasih that space to the actor.
Kasih kebebasan untuk
Ya, jadi
bereksplorasi juga.
mungkin like for example di script nggak ada line ini gitu, nggak ada sini tuh skripnya cuma datang dan dia pergi gitu.
Yeah.
And then the actor think, but I should interact with this person.
Yeah.
Karena reasonnya ini. And then di script nggak ada dialog itu gitu. And then the actor like, what do you want to say to this person? I think I need to say this. Kenapa? Karena it somehow gives me so much seeds untuk what I'm gonna do next gitu.
Yeah.
Jadi kayak gitu-gitu kan improvisasi, creativity yang terjadi. Sometimes on set juga bisa terjadi. And then working with people yang understand that creative process sometimes unpredictable. Jadi it's like winning a jackpot
Oke.
that day gitu.
Oke.
Tiba-tiba direkturnya, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's do it again. And then that's the magic, right?
Yeah.
Semuanya tuh nggak stagey. Stagey itu, you know, you're an actor as well. When you are on set and then you sit there. And what I'm gonna do here? Yeah, just listen and then don't do anything. So it's stagey,
Yeah,
right?
betul.
And then because we're talking and then your character there and just watching and
Yeah.
then maybe glance a little bit
Yeah.
here and there. You're a puppet, right? Jadi dan sometimes and some scenes yang emang membutuhkan fokus certain characters yang
Yeah.
dimana yang lainnya just listening is okay.
Yeah.
Tapi ada satu kalau scene itu dynamic ya, and everybody is good friends ya. Improvisasi itu membuat nggak begitu stagey.
Yeah.
If we're like 5 of friends hanging out, even though the scene is me talking to you,
Yeah.
but the other 3 guys, they're our best friends. In logically, it would be something yang mereka interrupt sometimes.
Right, betul.
You know, like give
A
back
natural-
and forth.
natural
Karena
process,
if
yeah.
they just quiet and then stagey, right?
Yeah.
Jadi improvisasi for me is one of the magics kalau berjalan benar.
Musik itu berarti kan penting juga kan, musik is music. You think seorang aktor ada sebuah, I know aktor yang kayak gue nggak suka musik sama sekali. Ada, I mean,
Really?
there are.
Ada?
I'm not into music. So that's why I was like, tadi kan kita sempat ngobrol
Hard to
sedikit.
believe.
Yeah, there are. I mean, gue biasa aja sama musik gitu kan. I mean, it's okay gitu. Tapi gue dengerin aja, tapi nggak dengerin banget. So, do you think itu adalah sebuah apa ya? Do you think it should become something of a yang diharuskan dipelajari atau
Yeah.
requirement gitu? Apakah it should be something yang I think there should be a potential every actor should have music.
In my opinion, yes. Karena film itu kan visual and music. Gambar dan suara, right? Dan suara walaupun nggak seteratur apapun, suara AC ini atau suara orang jalan is still
Yeah.
it's still something enrich our visual, our life gitu.
Yeah.
Jadi secara core-nya pun sudah jelas film itu gambar dan suara.
Oke.
Kecuali kita balik ke zaman dulu film yang nggak ada suaranya
Yeah,
gitu.
silent movies.
Jadi can you imagine you watch a great movie tapi matiin volumenya? Itu aku rasa bisa sampai 50%, maybe more. Power visual itu nggak akan terdeliver gitu. Jadi which one is more important? I think both suami istri lah. Mereka saling melengkapi gitu. Tapi kalau untuk foundation seorang aktor tidak ada koneksi sama musik, itu mungkin what a loss. Yeah, for me what a loss. Ya, karena even in our life, music is always part of us growing up, right? Jadi nggak mungkin gitu. Jangan kan ngomong aktor deh, ngomong manusia aja gitu. Dari baby, even the cry, the baby was born, the
Betul.
firstborn baby. When the baby is crying, it's a music to the parents' ear. Even though mungkin nggak teratur, tapi it's still a music. The first cry from a baby, for their parents, is a beautiful tune, right? Jadi connection itu nggak bisa dilepaskan sih harusnya. You can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, you can be editor. Music still, no matter you like it or not, maybe you don't realize, but it's part of you.
It is.
But some people probably lure into it more. But some people like, gua nggak begitu musik.
Yeah.
But you are. But you just not really
In
pay
tune.
attention. You're not paying attention of that thing is actually part of you gitu. And then,
I think it brings out the emotion. And
yeah. And aku tuh dengar musik quite specific gitu ya. Aku tuh dari dulu somehow kalau dengerin musik, when people listen music, a music playing in the background, we're
Yeah.
talking or eating, right? That's listening music in a very normal way. Some people do it, right? Musik main terus ada yang ngobrol.
Ya.
Tapi kalau aku, when I really want to listen to music, I have to put the speaker left and right in front of my face gitu. And I have to sit on a couch dan tutup mata gitu, yang gini aja. That's how I listen to music. And it travels me so far away gitu loh. And somehow it helps me with my craftsmanship as an actor gitu. Because you travel so far away to places that your mind wants you to go, your mind doesn't want you to go, right? Jadi that journey, I gotta say, people should probably start doing that. It's amazing.
It is an
Yeah.
amazing.
If you have money, you buy great hi-fi speakers
Yeah.
gitu, yang bagus gitu, yang bisa low, mid sama high-nya tuh balance-nya bagus and clear, vokalnya clear. Even gitar digeser dari senar itu kita bisa dengar. And that kind of speaker, ada specific hi-fi speaker kan yang kayak gitu. And you sit down, you close your eyes gitu, and you listen to the music from whatever song you like to listen, right? It's amazing. It's amazing.
It brings
It's like meditation. That's my meditation.
music is Joe Taslim's meditation.
Tutup mata aja, terus
Okay.
dengerin gitu. Amazing. Yeah.
Music is your meditation.
Hi-fi itu new hobi aku sih. Walaupun kata orang audionya racun.
Oh gitu.
Ya hati-hati bro, ini racun.
Oh,
Once you
racun.
really like it, you cannot stop.
That's
You go to different speaker, to another speaker, to another speakers. When your ears understand, ternyata speaker 1 dan 2 itu gives you different nuance, different delivery. You realize that I've been listening to wrong sound, even though the song is the same, tapi speaker yang salah. When you realize
Oh my
the
goodness.
gap of the speaker yang nggak bagus sama speaker yang bagus banget,
Okay.
it's so different.
This specific banget. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
committed and in tune you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Tapi,
your music.
my wife sampai komplain, ngapain
gitu
sih?
ya? Bukan iya ya, udah. I think berarti perfectionist juga ya untuk musik juga. Okay. Well, I mean that's true. In life kita we have a beat, we have a rhythm. I
Yeah.
mean that's why it's hard. Memang ada yang nggak, gue biasa aja, aku biasa aja musik.
Iya.
But
Belum
then-
mungkin. I think belum lah. Someday,
right.
fingers crossed, those people realize, oh my God, I've been missing a lot.
Yeah, because like I said, and then every role has a beat. So I think I wanted to ask, masih pengen banyak nanya banget. But what's the one beat that you want the audience, the people to know, to remember you by in this role? Like one beat.
One beat.
Yeah. What's that one beat you want the audience to remember you?
Like a beat.
Yeah. Like Joe is the hip hop of the beat, or like Joe is the ballad of the, like the Joe itu dia tuh
Apa
ternyata, ya kan seru deh.
If I have to choose
Yeah.
being Asian Tupac or Asian Babyface.
There, see? There you go.
It's a simple hip hop and R&B, which is Babyface. There are so many songs dia yang sangat ballad juga.
That one beat.
Oh my lord.
So the audience will remember you by what? In like
Can I
this
say the Asian Baby Pack?
Okay, Asian baby pack. That's very good. Joe Taslim, the
Babyface
Asian
and
baby
Tupac.
pack. Baby face and
Should be my
Tupac.
DJ's name, Baby Pack.
There you go. See, and inspiration comes from moments like this.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Joe,
you. Thank you.
for being here.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Hi, I'm Amy Saras. Thank you for watching. Also, thank you to Alegre Furniture, and thank you Ramadauhan.
You can always find something to do. But from dusk till dawn, as the clock ticks on, something happens to you. When your lonely heart has learned its lesson, You'd be hers if only she would call. In the wee small hours of the morning, that's the time you miss her most of all. Terima kasih.
Joe Sinatra, everyone.
Baby Pack.